having ourselves a nice little day. So let's go ahead and continue. We were down in the subterranean shunning grounds before. And we are going to keep going because with this 4K, we don't really care too much about killing enemies along the way. Our main thing is actually going to be, more importantly, just trying to make it through. So let's chug-a-lug this here. Head over this way. Grab this. Ooh, poison and poison. And let's see what's up here. I don't really know what it is that's up here, but let's find out. So, okay. Find a little something. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, ouch. Right. We're going to ignore that, in fact. We're going to not go and fight all that, and instead, we're going to run our way through here. Got all of these boyos around here. Little sluggy fellas. Who are going to try and slug you. But... Right, boss ahead. Okay, so this here seems like the right way. From the little boss ahead sign. I'm hoping. First off, strong foe. Okay, ouch. And ouch. That was unfortunate. So, he went and killed us, which was rude. How do we get him? I mean, we lost, like, what, 4,800 souls? Not exactly a massive amount. Through here. Let them do all of those little bits. While we run over to here. Let them jump out of there. That little buddy there. Oh, shiza. Alright. That's a problem. These guys being around here. I mean, we did get a Smithing Stone 7, which ain't bad, in fact. We got that guy there. Okay. This is terrifying. I don't like this area. Have we... Did we just make it up? I think we did. Let's try and magma that and see, does it work? It does. Lovely. So, use that there to do a bit of damage. Okay, so I don't get why that wasn't working how we wanted. Hit you with that, and no. This fella is gonna jump down here. So, will he walk towards us? He will. Okay, ouch. let him keep doing his thing. We'll try and stagger him. So there we go. That's a little bit of damage done to you. Now we just keep trying this. And we should be able to, like, stun lock you almost. Okay. So, once he's done, at least we don't have to worry too much about some little bits. Okay, so that hurt. And now, there we go. That's you done. So, we can go collect our stuff and keep making our way through the dungeon. Something else just died. So, up we go to here. And we can push this open. Come on. Lovely. Now we'll go to here and we'll open this. Pull lever. And now start going back this way. Is this... This is the way to Moog. So we've actually got farther than I thought, just with that one little bit. So, okay. Let's make you fall off. Okay, this here, hidden path ahead, therefore down. Okay, I see it. That did not work. That was a shame. Okay. I guess we try it again. So, right. This here way? Yes. This is, in fact, the way to go. Sneak, and we're not losing stamina, which is making me think we haven't been detected. So, are we good? Try head. Do a stab, and then a kick. Poise break thing. Not quite, but... Stab and kick. There we go. Right, you went down. No jumping ahead. That would have been preferable to know. Didn't expect friend. So, right. This here way. We drop. Okay, so. Oh, I think I see what's going on. Ouch. Oof. Well, that guy bloody hurts. But, on the plus side, at least we can shortcut our way down to the bottom. I think. But I might be wrong. No. Shunning grounds, let's go and run this here way. And we're gonna hope that nobody pays attention to us. So that worked. Yep, that also worked. And let's go over to here. Drop down to this little bit. And lovely. keep on going, I guess. So we've got you here. String. Warming stones. And continue. Right. These plants are being very planty. So what we want to do is try and make it past all the basilisks and head down. Nomad ashes. Damn it! I was too scared by the little fella there, so I ended up making the stupid decision of falling to my death. Not ideal. We don't want that. So instead, let's try and be a little bit more sensible. Sneak past you. Keep on running over this way. And perfect. So that is... Right, you know what? We're gonna grab this. Ooh. Smithing Stone 7 was not worth it. Oof. Big oof. So, right. Let's sneak and try and go past. We lost like 11k, but that's fine. And keep on sneaking. We don't need to worry about collecting that. We're gonna die again anyway, without any doubt, so let's just disregard it. Down to here. And we'll continue on. Lovely. We've got all of this stuff here. Now, you, Monsieur Plant, are very planty. Let's try throwing a Night Maiden's Mist down there and see if it works. Ouch. Okay, not ideal. Yeah, I'm on then. I'll use, damn it. That melted you a little bit. And now, good. Try again. Cast it at a higher angle. Okay. This is kind of working. So, let's see if that can bleed. It, for some reason, does flame damage. Right, this here. Cast and see if it kills. Will it work? If it bleeds, it can die. Hey, thank you for the follow. It does die if it can be procced with bleed. That is something that's very true, so I will say. Okay, that worked. Let's get this one as well. Okay, good. How are you going though? Thank you. Hopefully you're having yourself a nice little relaxing Sunday. A lot more relaxing than this, ideally. Because this here is... yeah. It's stressful, the subterranean shunning grounds. Less so whenever you've got, like, decent amount of HP. But most things down here are going to be like one-shot kills for us. So we don't want that. Right. Poison Bloom and Miranda Powder. Lovely. Poison Stone. Now, what we want to do is Night Maiden's Mist there. And if we cast this over to there, is that it? Okay, that did not work how we wanted it to. There we go. Okay, good. So you can actually kill them using melee. And I can somehow seemingly avoid them. Let there be confusion of the sort. Elden Ring. Bloodstain ahead. Really? No kidding. Right. How do we progress downwards? Okay, I think I know. There's gonna be like a gate up here, isn't there? Yeah. Okay, yep. That's the one. So, it's not going to be as simple as we thought it was. Right, preserving boluses. Let's proc bleed on you. Right, okay, keep stabbing. And there we go. Right, good. We've got that fella over there. Night Maiden's Mist. Is it? Oh, okay. You're just outside of the range. So let's chug this. Fire it over. And there we go. Much better. Okay, so 4 stabs rocks you with Scarlet Rot. And like 2 stabs is bleed. So you're actually very susceptible to bleed. Stab you. Wait for you to stand up. And there we go. Doesn't open from this side. Okay. Now, let's be a little bit careful. Okay. There we go. You are done. Grab this. Alright. We've got the Omen over there. Let's try this and see if it aggroes. Kinda. But you're large enough that... Alright. Let's try and get you to follow us down the ways. Hit you. Hit you again. Another one. Let's keep on going. So, this here, I can kind of... Oh boy. No, I can't. So he does have a couple of attacks that he gets hyper armor for. Well, now. That's unfortunate. So, okay, let's go down. We don't need to worry about some of the other ones. I think this area would be so much better if you could, like, summon one of your spirit ashes for it. Be much, much nicer. But apparently, that's not an option. Don't know why I was about to go that way. Let's drop down here. Boing. Lovely. Keep on going. We're gonna have a whole pile of people here about to attack us. So that there is gonna drop its whole little planty thing. Go down here. And do the same. Now, this here direction. Okay, so rude of you to act like that. Okay, don't do the lung thing. Right, wait for it to come around the corner. And for the thing to dissipate. And there we go. That's that procced, and we're good. So, now we'll get ready to go over here. Do a few more stabs on you. There we go. And boom. Lovely. So, grab this, and this is us back. Let's use this here to get back to full health. Alright, so this here, it costs a good amount of FP, but it does a good amount of damage. Alright, let's chug-a-lug this. Ouch. So, alright then. Now, that did a lot of damage. Let's wait for you to do that. Ouch. We are now in a dangerous little spot. Let's keep on trying to blast you with these. And is that enough? Okay, yes, it is. Lovely. So you're gonna give us, what, Omen Baron? Lovely. And Crimson Tears. So, now we've got unfettered access to this room. Grab the glass shard, golden centipede, and dappled white cured meat. So we'll climb up the ways and see what we've got. So probably gonna have to jump over into there. Ah, I know this room. Let's open this. And this will, yep. That's the room over to there. So, let's see if we can. I don't think we can. But is there going to be a way to jump across to there successfully? Right. That's that fella done. Let's knock you down. You know what? I'm thinking, let's try the gravity well spell. So, memorize spell. Magic glint blade. No, we're gonna try gravity well. And see how it does for us. Can we use it to yoink people away from being a threat? So, you hit you with that. Well, at the very least, it does good damage. So, try that. It'll cause you to run over like that. And then, wahey! So, now basically stuck down there. Okay. Rude, but it's okay. We forgive you. Okay. That's another way to do things. Yoink you. Try this again. Nope, didn't work. But if we go to here and try this. Hey, hey! That is, in fact, what we were after. You hit with this. And down you go. You're off the cliff. That was not successful. That was a bad fall. Well, at least there was that guy up there. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? We can sneak our way over to here. If only there was something that was more like a repel version of it. Stab and kick. No. You hit you with this. You're gonna then fall. And you're no longer a concern of ours. So, let's try this here. There we go. Alrighty. Gravity well. Do it again. You have been yoinked off the edge. And you have as well. So, chug this, because we need a couple of these here. 2 casts of that sends you down to there. Lovely. Now, jump over to this, and we can jump up to here. We can now even grab this. And that was stupid of me. I should have kicked the ladder down, but I didn't. So, turn around and we're going to move towards this door, gate, whatever you want to call it. Let's ignore that. Okay, so we've got this fella here. Right. So, nice and calm. Everything is fine. And grab this. Smithing stone 7 times 4. Nice one. Okay. So we'll jump to here. Oh boy. Chug one of these, and now we'll try and get these guys to fall off the edge so it's a little bit safer for us. So he fell. We'll grab this, and I think this might open up our next shortcut, which should be a door. It is over to here. But where do we go with it? Right. Try and gravity well you off the edge. Damn it. It's not working, that. Because it keeps striking that. Which sucks. Okay, you're gonna throw that at us. Let's do 1, 2, 3 casts on you. Drop to this. Got Somber 6 now. And what do we do? Well, alright then. Hit you with that. One more. That killed you. Now, pillage the remains here. We got smithing stone 7. Chug this. And let's run up here. See what we can get. Okay. Shortcut unlocked. So, happy days. Shortcut unlocked. Let's try and see where we could go. So, if we went down the way, we could go into the cathedral, maybe. Let's drop you down. Right, hit you a few of these here. Okay, so that kind of helped a little bit. Let's go ahead and chug this. Okay, that knocked you off the ledge. You have been yoinked. And you died on impact. So, where do we go from here? Where do we go? I think we're gonna go over here, grab this, shadow bait. Is that like urine or something? Is that gonna allow us to basically bait enemies into attacking? Because if so, I could work with that. Let's look at our spells again. So, we want that, this, this, Black Flame, and Shadow bait of human build. Okay. Interesting little caveat there. Let's try a wee stab on you. Not what we wanted, but we'll take it. Hit you with this. That knocks you down. Okay. Get him to run off the ledge there. We're good. You are gonna be silly like that. Chug this. Are you gonna fall forwards? Nope. But still. Okay, that worked on you. Let's gravity well you. Brings you over. Oh, almost. Okay, there we go. You'll do that. So this here. Right, we've got them down. Can we knock you down? Maybe. Oh, Shiza. Okay. You're definitely gonna die from that impact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. We are just shy. So let's chug this. Fire at you. Knocks you down. You will die from the impact. We chug this. And we're going to try and shadow bait over to there, maybe? Can we get you attracted over via this projectile? Well, that kind of worked. So there, that did work, in fact. Now, let's be ready. Chug this here. We've already got that a little bit. That's death. That was very silly of me. Okay. So, let's look and see. Oop. Just realized, magma shot instead of black flame. Let's go for it. So, memorize spell. Black flame. You're getting replaced with magma shot. It's not the most effective, but it is going to be helpful for us. So, stab you, kick you. You'll have that happen to you. We'll do this. Now, shadow bait. Let's try and see if it works on these here guys. It does not. So instead, magma shot. Does that work? It does not either. So, that hurt you. There we go. That's you knocked off the edge. We wait for this guy to come around. Oh boy. Will that frickin' hurt? Grab this here. Let's see. Can we, like, manually target this? There we go. Excellent. So he fell and died. You fall and die. You, we are also going to kill off with these here. So, that's you done there. And be ready. So, you, we will try and drag down. I don't know why it didn't activate. Like, its AI just seemed to stay idle. Okay, good. Fire at this. You're done. So now we hit you with more of these. Hit you. And let's magma shot. Didn't work. We got the angle very wrong. So that we worked a lot better this time. Fire these and you're done. Go over to this bit here. Crap. And now let's try and jump down and just see how we can do going into this little underground bit here. And damn it. I hate those. They're so freaking good as an enemy. Hi, Torty. Going in, Torty? Nope. Apparently she doesn't. Oh, you did. The cat did in fact want in. Didn't expect that. Right. You will hit a few times. You're done. Hit you again. So, are you really gonna keep doing that? Right, well, you're done anyway. Will you get hit? Nope, you won't. So instead, I guess, let's try this. Would you... Come on. Right, stab and kick. Will this work? Nope, not how we want it to, at least. Well, that kinda did. But, right. Let's drop across to here. And then, screw the lot of yous, we're going around. That hurt a hell of a lot. But, doesn't matter. We're trying it. Okay. So, if we sneak, will it still aggro? It will. And damn it. That's like 60k lost. How do we frickin' get by those? I don't know how. But let's just try and run. We're gonna ignore a lot of these guys. Land here. Happy days. Right, you do that. Oh boy. So that's a no for them. Oh. Cat's just stretching and eating food. Let's see. You know what? Maybe what we do for this is we go for Crepus's Vial. And see. So, eliminates all noise made from the movement. Which might mean we don't aggro enemies. Apparently, that's not what it means. So let's jump over to here. Bonk. That's another one down. So, let's go activate this catacomb over here. And way. Is that okay? Right. Site of Lost Grace discovered. So, can this work for us? This is Lanedale Catacombs. Let's ignore the catacombsy part here. And instead, we're gonna... Let's try a magma shot. See what your resistances are like. Okay, so that's a no. Maybe we try bleed? Memorize spell. Shadow Bait ain't working. Night Maiden's Mist, on the other hand, yes. So let's try this here and see just how susceptible to bleed you are. Not very. Okay, so we can try and keep you doing the spit attack at us. Well, this is working, damage-wise. Cast that over to there. Okay, so chug this and then try that. That seems to work much better. So, you're going to just stand about here and take a whole pile of damage. And we are just like 2 shy. Actually, not even 2 casts shy. We were 1 cast shy of being able to wipe you. Right, Moog's Shackle. Handy. Right. Let's get you over to here. And then get you stuck like this. So. You keep getting Night Maiden missed. Really? That's very unfortunate. Right. Cast that there. Keep on attacking. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Second one down. Strip of white flesh. Let's take this guy out to see what we can acquire. So, Somber 7. Alright then. Glass Shard. Fine. Here we have Somber 7. Smithing 7. So a whole pile of different ones. Try Piercing. That's actually not bad advice generally for damage-wise. Yeah. Praise the pack. I'm trying to think what all we can do to get away from here. Let's see, we got 7,700. Right. We have not got like 40k ready. We don't. So let's ignore this. And we're going to go up and we're going to try with this. This, I'm hoping, will take us up to a shortcut. Right, we got 3 of them. Let's try this again. Right. Keep stabbing you. See? There has got to be a spirit collar snail. I think that's where the spirits are going to be coming from. So, pull the lever here. And... okay. Alrighty. Never mind. So, just find what all of that does. Which is jeopardize our safety. Okay. And right. I'm just having a look at the little walkthrough thing. Right. So we gotta go through this bit. We can stab and kick. Right. Unfortunate that it happened, both of them, but understandable. Okay, so I don't even know how that happened to you. Oh. You're gonna use the ladder, huh? So that sucks. Right. You got taken down. Right. That's another one done. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last one. Good stuff. So, over to this bit. Let's hit you. That's not what we're wanting. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That didn't work either. Well, crap. Drop down onto this. Jump up to here. Right. Push you off that there. And you died on impact. Which is good. As you should have. So, kick this down. And we'll jump into here. So, rat along there. We follow the rat, I presume. Seek here. Golden rune. You know something? Let's try this and see. So, 3 kills, or like 3 hits to kill. We've got all of these little bits. Try down. Pull ahead and then be wary of enemy. So, be wary of enemy is a good message to have. That is a big rat. Oh. I didn't think it was just going to be one of those guys. I expected something a little bit more dangerous than that. But nope. So now we get ready. Ooh. Okay. This might in fact be it. Let's try and hit you. Okay. You do the spin attack. Will you follow us over? Chug-a-lug this. Wahey. What is this? Underground roadside? Is that what you call this one again? So, check this out. Forsaken Depths. That's the name. Now, we can unequip this. And we're going to try to equip... Where is Moog's Shackle? Yes. There we go. Moog's Shackle we can use 3 separate times. So, Glintstone Pebble. No. Glint Blade. Black Flame. Swarm of Flies. Rotten Breath. Ice Breath. This is what we're going to use. What we're going to try to use, at least. So, we head down. And we're headed towards Madness. Here's our boyo. Okay, Black Flame does nothing. So, let's try this here instead. Right. Try the casts. Okay, right. Chug this. Bind you. And more hits. Okay. Half health, he stops caring. Oh. Alrighty then. Okay. Blood Flame. Sucks. And you keep on trying. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, someone's battery is getting low. Let's try and see what we can get. Whoop. Whoa. And ouch. So, let you do that. Whoop. Okay, that hurts. No. Okay. Okay. There we go. That sucked. That was painful. Very painful. I just realized something. We were trying to suppress our footsteps. Why? Raises potency of sorceries ain't bad. We could go for that instead. Runes, maximum equipment load. Right, rest at Site of Grace. Let's go for Pebble. Bleed. As much as he casts Bleed himself, he's not immune to it. So, maybe Rock Sling? No. Shockwave, attack and defense, Golden Void. That could be good. Flame Sling, maybe Magma? And Ice. And Bleed. Okay, let's try that as a combo. Let's also check our upgrade materials. 6, we've got 4 of those, and we've got 12 of those. So if we had 2 more Smithing Stone 6s, we'd be able to get to plus 18 for our casting, and then up to plus 21. So theoretically, that was so stupid of me. No, you're gonna do that. Okay, you only get 2 casts of that. And we just did the stupid thing again. Can you be bled, please? Right. Okay, so Mimic Tier is... You're pretty immune to status effects. Ouch. Whoop. So, what I should do is try and make it over to the other side of the arena. Okay. Didn't do it. I did not do that. Okay, Moog the Omen. Damn you. He's powerful. He also seems pretty resilient to a lot of different things. He's not taking much in the way of status effects. So let's try it without these here. And instead just go for maybe Glint Blade. Ooh. Rock Sling. Maybe that's where we go. So let's try it again. We're gonna just keep trying it until we eventually succeed. So, right. What are our... Okay, we're just using spells, so what if instead we do the Astrologer's Staff? Oh, and instead of bleed build up, let's see if we can just increase our base damage. Try this here, maybe? I don't imagine he's blockable, but he might be. Oh, crap. I need to go back to the base. That's what I need to do. I need to go back to the Table of Lost Grace. Now, Ash of War, and we can also look at some upgrades as well.
Well, I took you no matter it's lay out your own.
Lay out the arms. Okay, so we would need 4 more for that. Let's see. Thunderbolt. Lightning. Brings it down to that. Or do we go repeating thrust? Magic. Maybe we do go for magic. We're going to try it with this. Astrologer's staff we can't really do anything with. But strengthening, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. So, helmet. We've got all of these. Okay. Heavy load stuff is going to be not great for us. I guess we stick with this here. And underground. Is it an underground or... Nope, apparently it's just part of the main thing. Lindell Catacombs, Queen's Bedchamber, Erdtree Sanctuary, Underground Roadside, Avenue Balcony, Lower Capitol Church, Rampart, Forsaken Depths. Here we go. This is where. So, we will try it and see. He's pretty resilient to damage, but we are pretty resilient to learning. Oh. Okay, so your attacks do some damage, but not as much as we want them to. Do we have a better weapon than just plain old Antspur Rapier? Maybe we go for Sword of Night and Flame. Requires 12 strength. But that could be good. Chug-a-lug this. Use this, and then we cast this. So, you keep going for this. Ooh, ouch. Let's try this. Bring you down. And we'll just see. Right. Keep on taking all that damage. Oh boy. So, try again. Oh, ouch. No. Try and keep you in death. In death is life, in life is death. So, shock this. Right. I am so frickin' close. Right. Oh, no! Hubris. Sheer hubris. That was bad. That was very, very bad. But it also wasn't entirely bad. It was pretty successful, almost. So, Night Maiden's Mist. I think maybe we lead with it. Traverse the mist. Okay. Gotta chug this. Wrong thing. Try again. Okay. And right. Ouch. That hurt. Right. Okay. That sucked. That really hurt. So, we try this again. We don't lean in so hard on the shackles right away. We wait until he's maybe just coming out of a stagger or something, and then we do it. But either way, we keep trying. We are giving it a go, time after time. Right. Let's lock you in. So, now we chug this here. We'll cast Night Maiden's Mist over to you. Let's try and see if we can poise break you in that. So, keep on trying. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and try again. Okay, so, ouch. Okay. Stay in that and keep taking little bits of chip damage. And there we go. You're done. Moog the Omen. Defeated. Happy days. Blood Flame Talons. Lovely. Achievement unlocked. We're good there. That's 120,000. Bird trees favor +1. So we're going to equip that. And that'll help us out. Casting speed. We don't need to worry too much about that anymore, I don't think. So let's rest at this site of grace. Talk to Melina. And she's going to be like, hey, you're in a bad place.
If you intend to claim the frenzied flame, I ask that you cease. It is not to be meddled with. It is chaos, devouring life and thought unending. However ruined this world has become, however mired in torment and despair, life endures. Births continue. There is beauty in that. Is there not? If you would become Lord, do not deny this notion. Please, leave the frenzied flame alone. Shall I let my
Alrighty, let's level up.
Your thoughts.
2 levels into intelligence. No. Do we have what we need for another level up? We need 28k. So, 11, 14, 16, 18. We don't. So instead, what we're going to do is... we don't need to go there anymore, but we do need to go to the Second Church of Marika so we can get a very particular little spell. So, hop onto our horsey horse and show no remorse. We'll head over and do what we can. So, I think 4 is the icon for it. Oh boy. Yep, that was stupid. Not my smartest moment. Not my smartest at all. I'm trying to think if we maybe respec in order to take on Moog, Lord of Blood. Do we respec for that, or do we just keep on going and try and level up to 60 int anyway? Or do we go towards the thing? 2 streams and win 1 weekend? What have you done to deserve this? Well, I could go through the list of all the different ways you're fantastic enough to deserve that skid. I could go through that, but quite frankly, that would take longer than 1 weekend. So I guess you're just gonna have to... Yeah, I will big you up. I will big you up. Excuse you very much. I will absolutely big you up. We have had a little bit of joy. Okay, so that's just a blood stain. Ah, here we go.
Eleanor, but I've learned I've slightly. Please, do not stain.
Okay, so Nagakiba. Where is... Ah, okay. Okay. Right. You are an irritating little dog. Right. Try this. Now. Come along now. And take many, many bits of damage. Okay, ouch. You have a very cool little weapon art, though. I will grant you that. So, try this here again. Hey, there we go. Okay. You uploaded the boss fight to Instagram. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I did not do well at that boss fight. That was not my best one. Right. Moog's Shackle. I think we can actually hold on to Moog's Shackle. Now, do we go around the back of the Volcano Manor? You know what? I think we might just do that. So, we gotta go around through there. That's the Bridge of Iniquity. Where is our... Right, Magmaworm Makar. Yeah, let's follow him up, and then we can go up around the place, get to Comet Azure, and then see how far we can continue up that way. So, this here... There should be like an Omen Overlook or something you call it. But yeah. The boss fight was one thing. I think I definitely preferred whenever Lids just walked in and just when it was like, you got a takeaway? And was almost trying to be like, I can't believe you would get a takeaway without me. Not realizing her friend had told me that she had had McNuggets. And it's like, okay then. Alright, we're gonna act like that, huh? That how we're gonna behave? Right, grab this here, and then there should be a dragon as well up this way. So, right. Up there is one thing. Let's see. Is it around there? I think it is from there we go up. Rune strewn. I think we do have to go up that way. So, let's try this here. And we're going to ignore all of the omens. And instead, focus on trying to take out Lanciax. He's going to do that, which will launch lightning across the grind. We try and get you with this. Okay, so just attack that guy, why don't you? Okay. You're going to leap up. Oh, did that? Huh. Okay. Guess he's despawned then. Oh, yeah, you don't actually kill him there. So, keep going up the hill. Make our way towards the next arena. Which is going to be like the Wraithblood runes. Not Wraithblood. There is a name for it, but I forget it. This here is like High Folk or something. But, ooh. Here. Mine. Golden Seed. Right, so we want to go up this way. Onto the plateau. Jump up here. And we'll go and see what we can take care of. Lovely. Hey, Mariner. Right. So that was one thing. Where did the Mariner go? Okay, so try this here. A little refresh. He's standing in an area that's just gonna consistently take damage because of Night Maiden's Mist. And we get to just circle around firing this at him. So. Try this again. You can see just his little... Oh, look at you, taking damage. Okay, he's no longer actually taking damage. I think what it was... Okay. Good. Continued taking damage. Right. Another Mariner to go down. And then we can actually turn this in for a bunch of death roots. There's that. And try this one. Lovely. So, happy days. New ad break has started, apparently. That's Tibia Summons and Death Root acquired. So, drink this flask of Cerulean Tears. And we're going to follow this ravine up the way. Mount Gelmir, happy days. Touch the site of Greece. Rest. Flasks, we can add another charge. Let's do 5 and 7. And memorize spells. So, Pebble, yes. Night Maiden's Mist, yes. Black Flame, yes. Flies and Blood Flame Talon, yeah. Definitely. And then I guess just Glintblade Armament? Or Magic Glintblade? Yeah, Magic Glintblade, that's the name. So, Ash of War Barrage. Okay. This is where we see... Yep, that does that. It does its little 1, 2, 3 tick before it goes and sets off. Hey, I forgot there was another one of these here. Let's grab the golden seed. Head around. There are a few other enemies you can kill to get access to more golden seeds, which can be very useful. Right. Those are good. So yeah, if you take out the... there's a couple of tree spirits that if you take them down, you get another golden seed. I don't remember how many. I think 15 might be the max uses you can get for your flask. Bunch of volcanic stones here. We'll grab this and we'll keep on going. We are swiftly approaching... Whoop. You can see there just how much damage you can actually end up taking. So go over to here and grab the golden rune. Now, up here is a weapon inside the castle. So where to? Yep, we go up in there. And it'll be held by a big fella. Fort Lyde. So, he... Whoa, Shiza. Okay, ouch. That sucked that he dealt all that damage to us. Right, you sidestep as much as you want. Oop. No. Couple more casts of this. There we go. Lovely. So, you're done, Fire Monk Hood. Let's grab this, which is the Prelate's Inferno Cruiser. Big man's had a few spud dinners. He has. He is certainly an enjoyer of a nice meat pie, which I think we all can appreciate a good meat pie. I know I like one. If I had to go for a pie, though, it's probably going to be like a chicken and ham, maybe. Maybe chicken and ham for a pie. So, they mentioned about slumbering fools. They'll never find him. He's... Ah. I see you. So, Fire Scorpion Charm. I'll soon be back at the Volcano Manor. I don't think you will, buddy. I don't think you're getting back to the manor. Creamy chicken and ham, hard to beat. It is, like, the best type of pie. Like, chicken and gravy and everything in a pie, I'm like, not vibing with nearly as much. But chicken and ham? Oh, yeah. It's getting eaten. I think I just prefer, like, a creamy sauce in a pie. It's just way, way better. Okay, we got these big shieldy boys. But let's ignore the lot of them. Aha! Here's an area where we're gonna benefit a little bit. So, you'll do this here. And you're way easier to deal with around here. So, try and keep you largely around here. And chug one of these. So, Night Maiden's Mist. Oh, shiza. Right. Grab this here. Please don't do the charging thing. No, why are you doing charging? So, damage over time is because of the spell Night Maiden's Mist. It basically creates a little section on the ground that deals a constant amount of damage to everything, including you and including your summons. It's dangerous for that reason, but it's also pretty good for just dealing little bits of chip damage, or when you're fighting massive enemies that have huge hitboxes, such as this type of dude. Fudge. And damn. Well, at least we're near a stack of Marika. Yeah, Night Maiden's Mist is a good one for sure. Probably one of the best spells in the game, to be honest, because it ignores resistances, I'm pretty sure. Critical hits ahead. I think it might ignore resistances. I want to say it does, but I might also be wrong. So he's going over to here. He's going to do that. And we're going to try and go around. I suppose I probably should have switched up my weapon again. Right. Oh, that's the other thing we need to do. We need to equip seals again. Right. Let's see what Black Flame does damage-wise. Pretty much nothing. Swarm of Flies, on the other hand. Okay. Not what we're wanting. Take more bleed damage. So you're gonna do that. Now we'll just cheese you with a whole pile of bleed. And see. This would be way, way better if we had certain things. Right, try this again. Yeah, he ignores all of the flame damage. So we are better off just sticking with the magic spells. Which I guess does track. Ooh. You're gonna do that. We're just outside of your range. Happy days. Right. You're still actually in range of some of our spells. So come on. Okay. Aggressive. Right. Try and get you to focus up around here. No real poise damage effects or anything, but there we go. Love that. So, now he's done. Magma Worm dead, and we got a nice bunch of 1,000 for it. And grab this here. If you're progressing Alexander's questline, you can also find him chilling in the lava there. Just trying to get a little bit more tempered. Because he's just like, I'm a bit weak. And you're like, no, you're frickin' not. You are a very cool jar. And the best jar of all of our friends. Every single one of them. So, another stack of Marika. I wonder why that would possibly be around here. And then you remember, oh, it's because of the fricking rune bear that's chilling there. Like, that rune bear does some serious damage. However, if you wake it up and you bring it all the way up the hill, there is a statue. It can break for you. So, get it brought up here. Okay. Come on then. He also will sometimes just destroy those. And allow you to get even more things. So, keep him fighting his way up here. Whoop. Where the hell is the statue? I thought it was closer. I guess not. Right, let's go over to here anyway. Hop off here. Activate this site of grace. We'll stop, we'll level up. Put another point into intelligence. Because that's what we're going for. Is just maxing out intel. So that we can get 60 points and be able to wield the Staff of the Full Moon. I think that's the name of it. Staff of the Full Moon. Right. There's a sacramental bud. And here is our little village. So, ouch. I didn't realize the abductor virgin would follow you into the village. That hurt a lot. So let's try this again. Mount Gelmir Village. Weird place to have a stack of Marika. given everything, but let's try that on you. Just because those guys are probably the most dangerous of all of the ads. So if you can take them out, you're better off doing that. So. Right. Chug-a-lug this. And whoop. Now we can do this one. And we can get ready to glint blade a bunch of you. So, you are gonna keep doing that. Try again. Heal up with this. Night Maiden's missed. Try it again. Alright. Oh, shiza. We got way too close. I did not realize you could actually go and hit like that. That sucked. I'm going to quickly check something here. Nope, that's the wrong one. I need to open up Creality Print, not Creality Scan. Close application? Yes. Creality Print. And then I can have a look. Right. Try this and device. And we'll view it. Right. Okay. So maybe just go ahead with this. Black Flame is very healthy damage. Okay. While it may be healthy damage, oof. Margaret got us. Margaret did. Margaret absolutely wiped us. We're getting way too complacent here. Right. Let's do Swarm of Flies and try this. See if one cast of Swarm of Flies will do against you. Nope, won't do against you. Ouch. Well, that fact-finding mission found one fact. We die really easily. Stack of Marika? Yeah. You're fucking right, we're doing it. We are going to keep going at this until we succeed. So, you can get absolutely screwed. Right. You get hit with that. Right. Okay. Now then, this is working. This is working a little bit more. Right, try this again. Okay, ouch. That frickin' hurt. Let's jump over to here. Try this again. Yep, there we go. We could use our summons, but there's no real point just using our summons. So, try this. A couple of these. No. Come on then, Maggie. You are going to die this time. It's gotta happen. Right. This should be us. There we go. Lovely. So, boss felled. That should de-aggro all of these ones. No, it won't. Okay, it will. Kinda. Now, we jump over to here. Let's touch this side of grace. Lovely. Now, we go to here. And we can get... Oh, there's the hand opening. Comet Azure. So, what do we need to cast that? Memorize spell. Requires 60 int. Okay. So, let's do some more leveling up, shall we? One more point into int. That's going to bring us to like 48 or something. We just, like, we're not very good at some of these boss fights. I'll be honest. Right. Do we go up towards the boss? Or do we go into Volcano Manor? You know what? Let's do that one instead. We're going to do the Volcano Manor. And try and take out a grumpy, grumpy god. And I have... I'm kind of printing something a little bit interesting. It's a holder for a brain. And it's... Ooh.
Someone please kill him. That horrendous serpent. Praetor Rykard.
Well, that person's not a fan, evidently.
Here to put then please the one that I left this worthy town. The greats.
Is that
Praetor Rykard, they
Oslo?
will someone to spare him. Worthy it is the run.
I think that might be Oslo. Right, let's go into here and... Is it... Do we have to roll into one of the walls? Or is it... Okay, so it's not this room. Must be this room. Yep, drawing room key. And then we can run in. Godskin Noble will give us a level. Okay, this here room, lovely. That works. Okay. Let's equip the torch so that we have the ability to see. So, all of those done. We can also go around and get something from up here. Right, you're done. It's so much nicer being able to actually use torch. Okay, right. Try this here. There we go. There was one of the areas in the base game which was almost a bit of a bug, because it allowed you to break down the walls. So this wall with all of the messages in front of it, in 1.0, you were able to actually break that wall, because every attack dealt like 1 damage to it. But the problem was the wall had like 100,000 HP. Whoa. Just had a big, massive amount of frame lag there. Right. You're gonna get hit like that. And then, okay. Okay, there we go. Lovely. That's how you cheese an enemy. And then we just gotta wait for that to dissipate. Chug-a-lug this here. Grab the Bloodhound Claws, which have innate bleed build-up, so you can use them. They're one of the few weapons you can get that allow you to proc multiple status effects with one weapon. Another one being the weapon I've currently got, which is the Antspur Rapier. Now, what we're going to do for it is over to here. No, we have to go back to base to sort that, so we do. Damn it. Let's go in. Right. That is there. Go over this way and see what we've got. Took us for dead. Incredibly unkind of you to think that. Godslayer's Seal. We can upgrade that now. Smithing Stone 4 is going to be useful for us. We don't have what we need for these just yet. But we will be able to upgrade them in time. Right, the other one is Carrion Regal Scepter. We can upgrade this. So, now we need a Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. That, once we can equip it, will be incredible. But it's going to take a bit before we can equip it just yet. So, Carrion Manor and everything. Maybe we go to, like, Noxtella Waterfall Basin. Instead of the volcano, let's continue on with Rani's quest. So this here, memorize spells. We're gonna dismantle these here. Let's equip Magma Shot, because why not? And then we want these here equipped. I am an absolute idiot. We went there to change what our weapon did when we attacked with it. We want it to proc bleed, is what we want. So, go to this here. Ashes of War. We want this to be... What do you do? Low stance momentarily. Okay, so that's a dodge one. Repeating thrust. Yeah, let's go for this here, and we want bleed. 73 bleed build up per attack. So let's go over, get ourselves a few more points in, what do you call it? Not a few more points, we want a few more smithing stones. That's the more important thing. Offer a bell bearing, we can grab that. Happy days. We could buy a bunch of those to upgrade ones, but we're not going to do that either. Whetstone knife, why not? Buy that. Buy that. And, yep. Containers, I got you. Let's use this here. Talk. Offer a bell bearing. Nope. Purchase. Right, here we go. So we want 4 of those. And that's going to be us ready. And I just realized something. Right, do we have... Yeah, 1600. Let's use that to buy the memory stone. So talk. Nope, wrong thing. Purchase. Key items. There we go. Lovely. Now we will go upgrade our weapon. Just realized we didn't even leave ourselves what we need for it. So, probably 400 runes in this. Yep, that gives us 502, which hopefully should suffice for upgrading our weapon. Strength and armament. No, it doesn't. Alright then. Let's go for another one. And talk to you. Yep. Upgrade. Do we go for that there for it as well? No. Stats aren't worth it. So, down we'll go to Einsel Main. Nope, Noxtella. And we'll try to get ready. So, should have Baleful Shadow attacking us soon. Okay. I guess it's 5 casts of this to be ready. Ein, Zwei, Drei, Vier, Fünf. And that's you. Grab the Smithing 4. Grab Smithing 5. I can't believe we just acquired a Smithing 4. Right, Baleful Shadow. No? Okay, so... Ooh. Damn. Right. Hang on. I wonder, is it because of the 3D printer software being open and showing me the live feed from the camera? Maybe that's why. So instead, we'll run back. We gotta rest, and then we gotta talk to Miniature Rani, I think. We have to talk to her until she says, "You're persistent." And then we go, "Yes. Well, you are a tiny little action figure of somebody that just recently kicked the bucket. So obviously that's going to intrigue me." And here, talk to Miniature Rani. Talk to Miniature Rani. Talk to Miniature Rani.
Or is it made fire? I hadn't expected. Now the cat is form. Eliminate the name of
Right.
I will not.
Baleful Shadow.
Let us speak. I was once in of the demigod. Each of us, which is well, but I would not. I stole. I would not. The tooth and the baleful.
Okay. Yep.
Even when I lie from him. Though he
So,
was cruel,
Blythe
cruel,
is
yet, but I
well,
must be now.
great.
Another one. I've let's forget what.
No. We'll go and be ready. So, let's try. Whoop. That's 3 of those. And you, on the other hand, we hit with these. Now, let's go. And then we can deal with the Baleful Shadow that's going to invade us very shortly. Really?
Oh, Shadow, thou art the last. Tell the 2 fingers that Rani the witch cometh to rend thy flesh with a fateful wound,
Right.
ne'er to heal.
4 more of these. That's a lot of health for that Baleful Shadow. And there we go. This is just how you cheese an enemy. Hit you with some more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
beautifully fought.
There we go.
My thanks.
I don't
It was
think
more
that
of a
was
challenge
beautifully
than I
fought.
envisioned. Now I can finally stand before them.
Yep,
This is
you
farewell,
absolutely
my dear.
can.
Tell Blythe and Eiji I love them.
Oh, well, that's sweet. That's very sweet, in fact. So, we'll go up this way. Down this way, apparently. And here we go. The Lake of Rot. An incredibly infuriating area to try and traverse. So, memorize spells. We also want Flame Cleanse Me. Status, we got 14,000. That's enough to where it's like, but not enough to where it's like, ooh. Map found for the Lake of Rot. And jump up to here. Activate this. This is going to bring up a bunch of platforms. And over here is... Can we reach that? Rot grease. We can. So over there is the next one. Wait for this to jump up here. Oh wait, hang on. Right. 5 hits takes you out. Aeonian Butterfly. Okay. So it is theoretically possible to actually get unlimited amounts of Aeonian Butterflies. Because I remember at the start, like, it was like, oh, there's only a finite number of those in the entire game. Right, up to here. Do this. It'll bring up those platforms. And then we jump over to here. Now, we could do this. Let's jump over to here. And jump to there. Now, we'll hit you with a bunch of these casts. And that's you sorted. Now, we've got the sleeping one over there. Oh yeah, I think we can also unequip the Moog's Shackle for now. Let's jump, grab this. We're gonna get that little scarlet rot thing there. We can now jump across to here. We got those guys there. Let's jump up here and use this. Happy days. Now, we jump across here. Let's keep running. And whoop. We've jumped and we've made it. So let's cast this. Right. Maybe, in fact... Let's try this. And then keep on casting it. We basically have to run a few steps, cast, run a few steps, cast, and now I hope this, yep, there we go. Let's do this. This should, what the fudge? How long has this been in the game? Was this always here? Oh boy. An Omen King. Okay. Now, let's try this again. Shug-a-lug. Alright. Alabaster Lord's Sword. Okay. So now we just go over this way, I guess. See what all's up here. I genuinely didn't know that was in the game. So, yeah. Very interesting. Somber Smithing Stone 9. It's a shame it's not the 10, because that would be an achievement unlocked for getting it. But I understand why it's not. So, we got those. We could go over that way. Is that a teardrop scarab? Down in the water there? It looks like one. Descend. Let's try this. Down we go. And see. Because it really does look like it is. I'm nearly certain. Well, that's a shame. I am not risking it just to follow that. Not when we're this close to the next site of grace. So instead, let's go up the ways and get ready. Astel, Natural Born of the Void is going to be our next boss fight, I think. And then we end up at the Cathedral of Mana Celeste or whatever. Beautiful, oh beautiful, behold chaos. Actually, this area, I think, is too high up for us to just safely drop off of. So I think we actually may have to run around, and let's drop into here. Fire again. 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 And let's try it. So, one more time. There we go. That's us, and we've made it across. So now we can go and get the site of grace that's down here. In the Lake of Rot. Really, really horrible area. But leads to some really interesting stuff. Including, I think, we do get a... Yeah, there's a dagger down here that also can proc, like rot and everything. Sacred Scorpion, I think. Right, so here we are in the Grand Cloister. Let's jump across to here and make our way down, bit by bit. So, Golden Rune 10, fine. Let's look and see. I guess we have to drop to here. Yep, drop to here. If we go around that corner and to the left, we can get a golden seed, but it requires us fighting one of the big bads. An ulcerated tree spirit. No, putrid tree spirit. Let's do the 3 hits on that. There we go. That's them done. No, don't worry too much about that little bit. Instead, we're going to ignore all those ones that are standing doing the whole praying thing. And we are going to instead make our way all the way over here to the coffin. So, rest in the coffin. This is going to wake us up in an area. Nice little underground bit. So, chug one of these. There's our little stack of Marika thing. Now, Night Maiden's Mist. And, oof. That hurt. That very much hurt. Let's try the last site of grace. Because that was not a success for us. Retrieve lost runes. We had 23k. Now, let's see. Do we go for Pebble? Or do we go for Black Flame? Let's see if the Black Flame does any better. So you... Oh! Okay. No. Try this again. Okay. Well, we managed to avoid that attack. So, let's try Night Maiden's Mist. Just for the fact that you are massive and will take a whole pile of damage really easily just because of how silly you are. Did you just bleed or something? Like, why did you take such a massive amount of damage? So you're going to teleport over to there. Fine. Okay, so you've got your railgun that you can use. Right. You're still taking damage. Okay, right. This one's going to be a problem. Okay, that actually wasn't as much of a problem as I expected. Are you gonna keep taking damage? Yep, you are. Let's try a swarm of flies. Because maybe, just maybe, you are... Yes, you are susceptible to bleed. So if you can be bled, you can be chain bled. Right. This is working. Okay, you're gonna teleport. Fine. Let's try... Oop. Okay, that was very nearly dead. But, instead, we won. Astel defeated. First try. Not actually. I wish it was first try. It would be so much nicer that way. So, that's that bit done. We can go over there. We can grab ourselves our next site of grace. That'll allow us to go up to the place, because we've got the key now. Mimic Tear still hasn't despawned, interestingly. Right, Site of Grace, lovely. Rest at Site of Grace. Level up. And let's put 2 points into Intelligence. We're going over this way, and maybe instead of Mimic Tier, maybe our next ones should be like the Black Knife Assassin. Or Black Blade Tish, I think is actually his official name. Ring of Oath. Okay. So Ring of Oath is fine. Let's go to the Rhyla Grand Academy. We have to open up the chest in here.
Where did he flee, my sweetings?
Yep, discarded palace key. Treasure chest. Dark Moon Ring. Now, we're going to Astil Natural Born of the Void. And now, yes, we can head on through. So, we'll head up and we'll get ready to take on Black Knife. No, Electo Black Knife Ringleader. That's what you call him. So, up we go this here way. We can also try and fight Glintstone Dragon Adula, who will give us access to the spell Adula's Cold Blade, or Moon Blade. It's some kind of blade thing. It's actually pretty good, because it does cold, like frostbite buildup. So let's rest here. And we're gonna summon. And then we're gonna do this. And now we're going to head up this cliff. So Adula should spawn any moment now. There it is. Right. You'll do that there. Does a little bit of damage to us. Hit you with that. No. Oh, okay. You're gonna fly and do a big burn along here. So, let's get this ready. Deals a few hundred damage attack. About 600 if it hits you there. Nope. You're gonna drop down here. And then we can just do that. Chug another one of these. And let's get ready. So, that is what we were after. No. Let's try. Okay, that didn't work. You want to go up there? Fine, go up there. You'll do that. Oh, Shiza. So, equip that. Do this. Okay. Go to the left of the flame. Dragon will land down here. Right? No. Keep trying to proc status effects on you. Okay, so you're gonna do that. Fine. Okay. Oof. Right, do that there. You just killed something down below us. But I don't know what. Right. You are now rotted. So let's try and get some cheeky little damage on you. There we go. Frostbite. We just got procced with it, but somehow managed to still survive. Now, wait for the rot to do its thing. You're gonna do that. Damn you. Oh, man. Adula's gonna die any second now. There it is. Boss failed. Great enemy failed. Just as we died. Okay. Interesting. What happens all of the souls? When I really hope we didn't lose all of the souls for beating that. Because that would be devastating. So. Let's go over and pick this up and hope to God that it's like 200,000. That's 12,592. It didn't count. It didn't count. That is devastating. Okay, so we just lost a probably, I'm guessing, a couple of 100,000. But who knows? Who actually knows? I'm going to look up and see how much that boss is worth. Right, Glintstone Dragon. Glintstone Dragon Adula. 120k. So we would have got 144k for that. That's devastating. Starlight Shards. Fine. We'll drop down and die, apparently, because I'm an idiot. Oof. Can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Well, 12k souls. Unfortunate amount to be collecting, given what I know we could have had. So, we'll head on down here. And this is where we'll get the moon thing. There we are. Broken fingers. Now, put on the ring there. Hello.
So, it perhaps I need. I am pleased. I go now to I bid thee, and one soul is.
Cool. And Dark Moon Greatsword. Happy days. So, Moonlight Altar, we need to go around to... Where is it? It's not the one down there. Aha. I think it's there. I think that is the one we're looking for. So we'll go to it. And we'll try to defeat Black Knife Ringleader. Alecto, the Black Knife Ringleader. I think that's the name of it. And that allows us to get the Black Knife Tish, who will undoubtedly just minimalize so many enemies. Just completely eliminate all threat they could possibly hold. So if we go over this way and down, I think this should take us there. Yep, Crystallians. Don't like them. More Crystallians. Still don't like them. And we'll chug-a-lug this. Really? Wolf. Right. Smithing Stone 7. Smithing Stone 8. And more Smithing Stone 7s. So, now, is it still down the way we go? How do we get to it? There should be... Okay, yep. This here way. drop down to here. And then there will be a boss fight, I hope. Nope. This is for the rise. But we're not going to worry too much about the rise. Let's hold off on it. Instead, rest at Site of Grace. Go back. And yeah, I guess we just go north and try and go up to that little area. So for some reason, there's something that is... Oh, I see. I did wonder what was going on. But the arcane boost we get from our mask, the 8 points in arcane we get, causes us to deal less physical damage. Which is a shame. Okay, some kind of animal just jumped off the cliff to its demise. So, we'll go up here. We've got those fellas there. Now, Electo Black Knife Ringleader time. Ringleader's Evergeel. Right. Let's try this on you and see. Okay. Right. This is unfortunate. Okay. Ouch. Death. Very unfortunate. Okay. Stack of Marika time? Yes, please. One wee second. So, what to attack with? Let's grab this. And I guess we gotta try and find where this boss can be cheesed. So let's do cast this up to here. So, maybe we gotta just try and keep you... Okay, right. That was some damage. Chug this. Ouch. Okay, that... yeah. Not ideal. So, not that one. Stack of Marika. And we try again. Enter the Evergeel. Yes. So. Okay. Can I convince you to be a fool and jump off the cliff? Nope. I cannot. Right, let's try this here and see. Okay. Okay, ouch. I don't think it's working how we want it to be working, but we're still gonna keep going. We are still going to keep giving it a try. Because we need to. This must work. Well, let's try over here. Grab this and... How do we get it to not sprint towards us? Right. So if we stand here and we try this, right. Okay, this one is like the opposite of success. Okay. I need more assistance. So I need basically to not have to worry about where the hell all of this is going to go. Let's do this. And there's no way to dodge that one. If it lands too close to you. Can't dodge it. So how do we beat it? Stake of America. We'll try again, and we'll do Magic Flint Blade. So, actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that, in fact. We're going to the Church of Vows, and we're going to see some other spells. So, Sight of Grace. Memorize spells. Let's change it up. So lava isn't working. Maybe the Moonblade. And that. So we can proc some of those things. We'll have this here. Let's go buy phalanx, maybe? Do you have carrying phalanx? Nope, you've just got the greatsword. Starshire. Starshire could potentially work. So maybe we give that a go. And we'll see. So, rest at Sight of Grace. Memorize spell. Let's try Starshire. Do we have another, like, let's try at the back of the... I think we need another scroll somewhere. There is an extra one, I think, which gives you, like, the phalanx. So let's see if we can get it. Three Sisters. I think, do we have to go around this way or something? I think it is around the back of here. And there should be, like, someone Okay, so this here. Right, that there. Frozen armament. Okay, not what we were after. But not bad either. Grab this here. And see what's around. Okay. Why can I summon? And what the what? Let's try this. Okay. Ouch. Okay, that hurt. There is another doggo. Try again. So you... Right. That did that. What do we earn? Killed a boss, but do we get anything from it? Just souls? Alright then. That's incredibly unfair. Oh, wow. This could take us all the way around to the Bellum Highway. That's kind of cool. Right, so we lost that. There are... Is there any lake bit up here? Maybe down there? For another death route? But I don't think so. Ooh. Okay, what's this gonna be? Royal Grave Evergeel. Right. Who are you? Right. Chug-a-lug this here. And, okay, you're gonna do little meteorite things. Let's try this. And again. That's not really very good in terms of damage output. So, for those three, fire over at you. That killed you. What do we get? Meteorite. Okay. Not bad, in fact. That is a pretty good spell when you can use it. Right. Apparently, I've just looked up to see where I can get the Royal House Scroll. So it's an encampment of enemies. Oh, it's going to be up there. Aggie Lake South. We can go up there, do that, and then we can get the Carrion Phalanx. So, let's go up this way. We might also respec. Maybe we should respec. Higher FP and everything. Right, not gonna be there. Ooh, maybe up there with that fella. And Royal House Scroll. Lovely. So, got the Roa fruit there. Happy days. And now we'll head around and down. So, good stuff. We'll head over to the site of Grace. And that will be us sorted. Ready to go to respec. So, site of Grace, fine. Oh wait, hang on. Might be capable of doing better than that. We could, theoretically... Right. Astal, Natural Born of the Void. Yeah, let's try just going up the way. So Cathedral... Nope, not Cathedral of the Forsaken. East Capital Rampart, Forsaken Depths. I guess Avenue Balcony. That's where we're going to have to go from. And then we'll start making our way up towards the snowfield. Should be a few things up there that allow us to earn a good amount of souls. Including, I think, we should be able to get the... I'm forgetting the name of it. The Praetor Rykard shortcut. Because we can do Tanner's final quest bit. We can do it, and then we are good to go. So let's open this door here. Push it open. And happy days. Now, we'll go up this here way. And we're just going to go straight on up. I don't think there are any minor Erd trees with things to collect. So we'll just go and grab... Right. Leonine Misbegotten just chilling out there. Exalted Flesh. Nascent Butterfly. And we'll just continue up the cliff here. So, they're going to keep firing low damage attacks at us. We, on the other hand, go to here, pull this lever. Okay, ouch. You suck. There we go. Very nearly died there. So, we need to go through a couple of little bits. There is one area where we get to fight a weird little boss. So, right. You hit with this, and you hit with this. Hit you with that. And lovely. That's you. Flame Drag Talisman +1. So, now that we're on the bridge, can we... No, we cannot. Right, let's try... 3 casts of this. And you're gonna try that whole stabby stab. Let's do these here attacks on both you and your horse. Right. Try that again. Now, another go. Excellent. So, you're getting hit with the magma. Ouch. That hurt. Oh, that's why. I unequipped my sword. So obviously that was going to impact my ability to impact the enemy. Fudgers. Absolute fudgers. So, right. Try this again. Agula's Moonblade. We'll not worry too much about it. Instead, we're going to run along and take care of the rest of this bit. I think Black Knife Tish is going to be our summon for Moog. I think that's where we should go. Comet Azure is going to be really helpful for us. But we need to be very careful how we use it as well. Maybe even having it set so that whenever he's doing his nihil, 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 that when we're hitting them. Sorry, okay. God damn it. One of you's trying to be all fighty. Did he just... He did. Well, alright then. Just decided to leap himself off of that cliff. Down into the very broken little bit there. Now, let's go up the ways. So, Agula's Moonblade, potentially with a horse thing. If we can get them while they're on horseback, we can deal some serious chunks of damage to them. But, right, first things first, Magic Glint Blade. And we'll try and take out some of those boyos. So, 2 of these here. 1. Ooh. Okay, then. One, 2, 3. Oh, really? Okay, so you're about to take some serious damage. And lovely. You're done. Smoldering Butterfly, fine. Lord Sworn's Bolt. The chili beef noodles. I'm okay, thank you. And damn it, I'm dead. It's okay. Unfortunate. Didn't know there was a second guy that was going to come down for combat. Interesting, to say the least. And I don't get why we can't, on that little bit, cast, or, like, summon Torrent. It's a big, long bridge. Give us the ability to summon Torrent. We deserve it. Maybe we could go in there and kill something. Or do we go down into the deep root depths and try and take on a boss down there? That could work, potentially. So right, keep running like this. And see, we'll make it all the way up the cliff. The cliff? I keep saying cliff. These are stairs. Very clearly stairs. And, oop. All right. That hurt. Pull the lever. Kronk. And we'll try this again. So, up we go towards the Grand Lift of Rold, and then towards the mountaintops of the Giants. That's all we really need to do. Pull the lever. No. Up to here. Right. There's that one. Boomf and boomf. Another 2 hits on you, and we're good. Now, grab this and be ready. There is another frickin' enemy somewhere here. So, you, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. There we go. Good. So, you have been taken care of. Let's let you think you've got us. There we go. Chain these attacks. And now, there we go. Lovely. So, you have been successfully defeated. We can head across the bridge now, and hopefully... Right. One more time. You're going to grow into this version. No. We keep on going. Do more. Really? Unfortunate. Flask of Cerulean Tears, and we'll keep on going. If we go over towards that Divine Tower, we also could get a couple other things. There is a dual Omen boss fight, I think so. So, do we go for it? Maybe, let's go, yeah. We'll go down, rest at the bonfire site, or the site of grace. And then we'll go back up and try again. So, here we go. Down, and we are in the Forbidden Lands. Rest at this site of grace. And head back up so that we can go fight the Twin Omens, which is a weird little boss fight, but kind of cool. So, the only sad bit about it, I guess, really, is the length of time it takes to get back to it. Capital Outskirts. You can see here, yeah. The Fell Twin. That's it. For some reason, we have to fight them in the pitch black. But... oh, boy. Insta-kill. Unfortunate. Oh, you can summon, though. So we could have a summon tanking for us while we do the damage part. The damage part. I do speak, like, languages. It doesn't sound like it a lot of the time, but I do actually speak languages. And by languages, I mean one singular language. Inglés. Habla inglés, if you will. So, gotta wait for this to come down. Maybe... wonder if the Moonblade actually does do crap ton of damage. Right, let's see if the scaled armor puts us up to 50. 53. What if we went to... okay, that'd be 63, which would be a heavy load. We don't really want a heavy load. Right. We're gonna get teleported into the Fell Twin. No. Let's do this. Hit you with this. And again. Okay. So yeah, we're doing a hell of a lot of damage here. Can you just please? Yeah, there we go. Now, your turn. You take a hell of a lot of poise damage from all of this. And, oh boy. We very easily could have died there. Hit you with this. And now, there we go. Fell Twins defeated. Omen Killer Rollo. 34,800. So, yeah. That works. We can activate this side of Grace. And then, are we able to open this tower? I don't know if we can. Let's find out. Divine Tower of East Altus. We can. But will it have anything up at the top? I suppose that's more where we're concerned. So, can this activate and take us up the way? Apparently it can. So, 55. Use this, and then C. We need another 800 souls. And this is us ready. We are up in the cloudy portion. Okay. It's something at least. So, here is this Morgoth's rune? Morgoth's Great Rune. Okay. So, Forbidden Lands, maybe? Do we go through there? Maybe not tonight. Maybe for tonight, we wrap up. Let's do Rest at Site of Grace. Yes. Level up. 51. If only we had a hat that gave us, like, another... Ooh, Mask of Confidence. And let's see, skilled. Do we have any gloves that give us just medium load? High page hood. Discovery. Ooh. A couple of different things that increase discovery. Let's go for the Guilty Hood. And then we look cool. So, rest here. That's going to be us for the evening. I will be back on quite possibly tomorrow. In fact, we'll see. But maybe tomorrow evening. Meantime, take care of yourselves. Have a good one.